Georgia Southern is the third largest university in Georgia, home to more than 20,000 students. It is comprised of 8 colleges and nearly 114 majors as stated on georgiasouthern.edu. Many of you may be already familiar with these facts. However, those students who do not receive financial aid will find it difficult to become a part of our dynamic student body. In the recent years and in the midst of ongoing changes to some of the big financial aid programs, students are taking on a bigger bill as tuition continues to rise. I feel this is a good topic to speak on because many of us and our peers rely heavily on the support of aid to finance our college education. Being a recipient of financial aid and a friend to many that did not receive it, I feel that I can identify well with college students who worry that they may not be able to afford school. Through research and interviews with some of my fellow students, I am confident that the information that you are about to receive at a glance will enlighten you. In my speech today, I'll discuss merit-based and need-based aid, the evolution of financial aid, and the effects that financial aid have on students today. Today, many students and even high school students worry that they will not be able to pay for college. Financial aid assists students in paying tuition, fees, and any other expenses during college by scholarships, grants, and/or loans. The two major types of aid are merit-based and need-based. Merit-based aid is awarded because of a student's academic or athletic achievement. Georgia, like many other states, offer Hope scholarships to assist students with the high cost of tuition. Being a Hope Scholarship recipient, Georgia offers to pay nearly 90% of my tuition, excluding student fees and books. According to GeorgiaCollegeForward1.org, to receive the Hope Scholarship, one must graduate from a Hope-eligible school with a 3.0 or greater GPA and maintain a 3.0 or greater GPA while attending an in-state college. On the contrary, need-based aid is awarded based on the financial situation of each student and their family. Pell Grant, which is a source of financial aid provided by the federal government, is awarded based on the dependent student's family income. Generally, it is awarded to students whose family income is less than $45,000 and therefore has a considerably low EFC, or estimated family contribution. Now that you know the types of aid, I will share with you some history. Financial aid goes back as early as 1643 when Lady Anne Radcliffe Mosby signed the first scholarship awarded at Harvard University, according to finaid.org. Dating back to the first scholarship, there have been several types of aid that have benefited students each year. There has been a considerable amount of laws passed to assist students in continuing their education. In 1958, student loans were introduced, allowing students to finance an education with a 6-month postgraduate repayment plan. In 1966 was the initiation of Sallie Mae, one of the nation's largest lending companies for secondary education. And in 1993, Georgia's own first Hope Scholarship was awarded to Matthew Miller of Snellville, Georgia, to attend Gwinnett Technical College. Now that you know of some important dates in the history of financial aid, I will share with you some effects that financial aid have on students today. Over the years, financial aid has evolved and a vast majority of students use some form of aid, whether it is scholarship, grants, or loans, provided by the federal government, state government, or independent organizations and institutions. Financial funding has provided more students an opportunity to continue their education without immediate financial struggles or burdens. It has allowed certain ethnic groups and those unable to support themselves a greater opportunity to attend college and other institutions alike. Though financial aid provides a way for many to fund their education, it has also created problems for others. The debt of college students is steadily increasing as tuition continues to rise. According to finaid.org, among graduating four-year undergraduate students who apply for federal student aid in the school year 2007 through 2008, more than 86% borrowed to pay for their education, and the average cumulative debt was almost $25,000. With the enrollment expected to increase in the coming years, some sources of aid are becoming more competitive and requirements for others are stiffening, leaving those who are in need seeking other options. John Marcus explains in a Hettinger Report article written in November 2011 that $5.3 billion are being handed off to students who don't really need it, and that $4 billion in tax credits, which are meant to which are meant to help pay tuition, went to families with incomes between $100,000 and $180,000. Today, you have learned about the different aid options, a few important dates in the financial aid history, and the strong effects that financial aid have on students today. Though you may say because you have financial aid that this doesn't directly affect you, but should we not be concerned? Who knows? You could be faced with the same problem next semester, next year, or haunted by the effects for years to come. Thank you.